Today, we talk about one of the most important ideas you can ever learn. Don't waste your life. Life is a gift, but it is also very short. Every day, every hour, and every minute matters. How you use your time shapes your future and your happiness. So, if you want to live a good life, you need to understand why wasting time is the biggest mistake you can make. Many people don't think much about time. They spend it on things that don't help them grow or reach their dreams. They wait for the right moment, or keep saying, "I will do it later." But the truth is, time never waits. The clock keeps ticking, and every second you lose is gone forever. Once a moment passes, you can't get it back. Why do people waste their lives? Sometimes it is because they feel stuck or afraid. They don't know where to start, so they do nothing. Sometimes distractions like phones, games, or social media take over their day. Sometimes people follow other people's plans instead of their own dreams. All of this leads to feeling empty or unhappy. But the good news is, it is never too late to change. You can start using your life wisely right now. The first step is to understand that your time is your most valuable resource. Money can come and go, but time is limited. Successful people know this secret. They protect their time carefully and use it to learn, work hard, and improve. In this video, we will talk about how to stop wasting your life and start living it fully. We will explore simple, clear lessons to help you take control of your time. You will learn how to set goals, focus on what matters, and take action every day. When you do this, your life changes for the better. Remember, your life is your story. You are the author. You can write it in any way you want, but only if you don't waste time waiting or doubting. Every day is a new chance to be better, stronger, and closer to your dreams. So, if you want to stop wasting your life and start living with purpose, keep watching. This video will help you understand why time is so important and how to make the most of it. Let's learn together and grow together. Because here at Read and Learn English, we believe every life can be great when you use your time wisely. Let's begin. Lesson 1. Time is your life. Don't kill it. Time is not just a number on a clock. Time is life. Every second you spend is a part of your life that you can never get back. Imagine that every day you receive a gift of 86,400 seconds. That is what life gives you. But you cannot save any of those seconds. You must spend them. The way you spend your time shows the way you live your life. If you waste time, you waste your life. Many people do not understand how valuable time is until it is too late. They think they have enough time, so they delay everything. They say they will work later, study tomorrow, or follow their dreams someday. But that someday never comes because life moves fast. Time does not stop for anyone. One of the worst habits we develop is killing time. We scroll on our phones for hours, watch videos that don't add value, or sit doing nothing useful. These actions may feel harmless at the moment, but over time, they take away days, weeks, and even years. Imagine how many goals could have been achieved if that time was used wisely. Think about the skills that could have been learned, the money that could have been earned, and the dreams that could have been built. Every big success starts with small moments used wisely. You do not need to do something huge every second, but you do need to make sure your time is not being thrown away. Time teaches us the importance of now. The present moment is the only time we truly have. The past is already gone. The future has not come yet. So if you want to make a change, if you want to do something meaningful, start now. Do not wait for the perfect moment. There is no such thing as a perfect time. You make the time perfect by taking action. People often regret things they did not do. Rarely do they regret trying. So instead of waiting, take small steps. Those small steps, taken every day, will change your life. Many people complain about not having enough time. But the truth is, we all have the same 24 hours each day. The difference is in how we use it. Successful people do not have more time than others. They just manage it better. They focus on what matters. They cut out distractions. They say no to things that do not help them grow. If you want to improve your life, you must respect your time. Start by identifying the things that waste your time. Be honest with yourself. Are you using your time to grow, learn, and improve? Or are you just keeping yourself busy? You do not need to be busy to be productive. Being busy means doing many things. Being productive means doing the right things. Sometimes rest is the right thing. Sometimes working hard is the right thing. Learn to choose wisely. Balance your time. Make time for your health, for your mind, and for your relationships. Life is not just about working non-stop. It is also about living fully and meaningfully. Use your time to create memories, build strong habits, and help others. In the end, how you spend your time becomes how you live your life. One day, you will look back at your journey. Make sure it is a journey you are proud of. Do not wait to live your best life. Start today. Respect your time. Value it. Protect it. Because time is life, and when you waste it, you are killing a piece of yourself. Use your time in a way that makes your future self thankful. Time is a gift. Don't throw it away. Lesson 2. Stop blaming and start building. Blaming others is easy. When something goes wrong, we look for someone to point the finger at. We say it's our parents' fault, our teacher's fault, the government's fault, or bad luck. But blaming never helps. It might make us feel better for a short time, but it does not change anything. Blaming is like standing still in the middle of a broken house and saying, "This is not my fault." Even if it's true, the house is still broken. What you need is not blame. What you need is to start building. Taking responsibility is the first step to change. This does not mean everything is your fault. It means you accept that your life is your responsibility. No one else will fix it for you. Life is not always fair. Sometimes you get hurt for no reason. Sometimes people treat you badly. Sometimes things go wrong even when you try your best. But what matters most is what you do next. Do you keep blaming, or do you start building something better? When you start building, you take control. You begin to shape your life the way you want it to be. You stop waiting for help that may never come. You become stronger, wiser, and more confident. Every small step you take adds up. You may not see the results immediately, but over time, your life will change. You don't need to have all the answers to start. You just need the courage to begin. Building is not about being perfect. It's about taking action, learning from your mistakes, and trying again. Some people spend years stuck in the same place because they refuse to take responsibility. They say, "I can't do this because of my past," or "I'll never succeed because of where I was born." But many others have faced the same or worse situations and still move forward. What made the difference was their mindset. They chose to stop blaming and start building. They focused on what they could do, not what they couldn't. You have that same power. It's inside you right now. Start with what you have. Use the tools around you. Read books, watch helpful videos, talk to people who support you, build your skills, build your knowledge, build your habits, build your confidence. Even if you make mistakes, you are still moving forward. Mistakes are part of the process. Every builder breaks something before learning how to fix it. Don't be afraid to fail. Be afraid to stay the same. Blaming is a habit, so is building. The more you blame, the more powerless you feel. The more you build, the stronger you become. Choose your habit wisely. It may be hard in the beginning, but nothing is harder than living a life you don't like. Take action. Take charge. Become the builder of your own life. One day, you will look back and see how far you've come. You will see the walls you've built, the bridges you've crossed, and the life you've created. All because you made one choice: to stop blaming and start building. That is how change happens. That is how great lives are made. Lesson 3. Your comfort zone is a trap. Escape it now. Your comfort zone is the place where you feel safe. It is where everything feels easy and familiar. You know what to expect. There are no risks, no fear, and no pain. It feels good. But what most people don't realize is that the comfort zone is also a trap. It stops you from growing. It stops you from learning. It stops you from becoming who you are truly meant to be. It gives you a false feeling of safety while keeping you stuck in the same place. If you stay there for too long, you start to lose confidence, dreams, and the excitement of life. Growth happens when you step outside your comfort zone. Think about how children learn. They try new things. They fall. They get up. They try again. That is how they learn to walk, talk, and understand the world. But as we grow older, we become afraid of trying. We stop doing things that make us uncomfortable. We want to feel safe all the time. But feeling safe does not help us achieve big goals. If you want to grow, you must be willing to feel uncomfortable sometimes. The truth is, everything you want in life is outside your comfort zone. The better job, the new skill, the big dream, the stronger body, the happier life, all of these require effort and change. You cannot reach these things by doing what you've always done. You have to face your fears. You have to try things you've never tried. You have to push yourself. At first, it will feel scary. You might feel like quitting, but over time, that discomfort becomes your new comfort. That's how growth works. Most people who are stuck in life are not stuck because of lack of talent or resources. They are stuck because they are afraid to leave their comfort zone. They fear failure. They fear judgment. They fear being different. But fear is not a good guide. It only wants to protect you. It does not care about your dreams. You have to be brave enough to feel fear and move forward anyway. Fear will always be there. But so will your strength. You just have to believe in yourself. Escaping the comfort zone doesn't mean making big changes all at once. It means doing small things that feel uncomfortable. Talk to a stranger. Wake up earlier. Say yes to a new opportunity. Speak up in a meeting. Try a new skill. Each small step outside the comfort zone builds your courage. Soon, things that once felt scary will feel normal. That is how you become more confident, more capable, and more successful. Your comfort zone will always try to pull you back. It will whisper, "This is too hard. You might fail. What will others think?" Don't listen to that voice. It's lying to you. You are stronger than your fear. You are smarter than your doubt. You are braver than you think. You were not born to live a small, safe life. You were born to explore, to create, to shine. Life is short. Don't waste it staying where it's easy. Go after your goals. Try new things. Make mistakes. Learn from them. That is the only way to grow. Yes, the comfort zone feels nice for a while, but over time, it becomes boring, painful, and full of regret. Don't wait until it's too late. Escape the trap. Step out. Live fully. Lesson 4. I'll do it later is the biggest lie you're telling yourself. I'll do it later. These 4 words seem harmless. We say them every day. We use them to delay a task, a dream, or a responsibility. But behind these simple words lies a dangerous lie. This lie keeps you from reaching your goals. It steals your time, your progress, and your future. Most people don't fail because they're not capable. They fail because they keep saying, "I'll do it later." The truth is, later often becomes never. When you say, "I'll do it later," you are avoiding action. You are telling yourself that now is not the right time. But ask yourself honestly, when will it be the right time? Tomorrow? Next week? Next year? Life does not wait. The clock keeps ticking. The tasks you delay today become the regrets of tomorrow. Every goal you want, whether it's to study more, get healthier, start a project, or fix a problem, requires action. Not someday, but today. Procrastination is not just a bad habit. It is a form of self-sabotage. You know what you should do. You know it will help you. But you still delay it. Why? Because it's hard. Because it's uncomfortable. Because it requires effort. But nothing worth having comes without effort. If you want a better life, you must train yourself to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Every time you delay, you send a message to your mind. This is not important. But when you take action, even in a small way, you tell your mind, "I am serious." Action builds confidence. Action builds habits. Action creates results. Waiting only builds frustration. The longer you wait, the heavier the task feels. You begin to feel guilty. You start to stress. Your self-worth drops. All of this could be avoided if you simply began. You don't need to do everything at once. Just start. Do 5 minutes. Take the first step. Often, the hardest part is starting. Once you begin, your energy grows. You get into flow. One small task leads to another. This is the secret to success. Starting before you feel ready. Successful people are not always more motivated. They are just better at starting. They know that progress comes from doing, not from waiting. There's another truth about later. Life is unpredictable. You don't know what will happen tomorrow. You may not have the same time, energy, or chance again. Opportunities don't wait forever. Relationships don't wait forever. Health doesn't wait forever. If something matters to you, do it now. Don't let time slip through your fingers while you keep repeating the same lie. "I'll do it later." People who succeed understand that time is precious. They treat their hours like gold. They plan their day. They set priorities. They take action, even when they are tired, scared, or unmotivated. You can be that kind of person too. Start with one thing you've been putting off. Do it today. Don't overthink. Just begin. You'll feel stronger. You'll feel lighter. You'll feel in control. Every day you wake up is a new chance. A chance to build, grow, and become better. But you only get that chance if you take it. Don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for the perfect time. Don't lie to yourself again. Say this instead: I'll do it now. Make this your new habit. Make this your new truth. Because doing it now is the first step to living the life you dream of. Lesson 5. Stop thinking, start doing. Thinking is important. Planning is useful. But thinking too much can become a trap. Many people spend more time thinking about what they want to do than actually doing it. They make long lists, watch videos, read books, and talk about their goals, but they don't take action. They wait for the perfect idea or the perfect time. They keep thinking, but they never start, and so nothing happens. Their goals remain dreams. Their plans stay in their heads. The truth is simple. Success comes from doing, not just thinking. Overthinking creates fear. The more you think, the more you doubt yourself. You imagine everything that could go wrong. You feel pressure to be perfect. You start to feel overwhelmed. Then, instead of acting, you wait. You wait for clarity. You wait for confidence. But confidence doesn't come from thinking. It comes from action. The first step may not be perfect, but it is necessary. You don't need to know everything. You just need to begin. Doing turns ideas into results. Every great business, every book, every invention, every life change started with someone taking action. They didn't wait until they felt ready. They just started. They made mistakes. They learned. They improved. Action creates movement. Movement creates progress. And progress builds success. You can't think your way to the top. You have to climb. Thinking gives you knowledge. Doing gives you experience. Knowledge is helpful, but it's not enough. Imagine someone who reads about swimming for years, but never jumps into the pool. Will they learn how to swim? No. The real learning happens in the doing. The same is true in life. If you want to get better at something, you must do it. Practice, try, fail, try again. That's how real growth happens. Sometimes, thinking is just fear in disguise. We say, I need to think more, but we really mean, I'm afraid. Afraid of failure. Afraid of what others will say. Afraid of making a mistake. But fear grows when you feed it with thoughts. The only way to beat fear is with action. When you take the first step, you prove to yourself that you can move forward. And with each step, the fear gets smaller. The world rewards people who take action. Look around. The people who succeed are not always the smartest. They are the ones who do. They try. They build. They take risks. They move. You can be one of them. You don't need more time to think. You need the courage to start. Stop saying someday. Stop saying maybe later. Replace those words with now. Now is where change begins. Taking action doesn't mean rushing. It means making a clear decision and moving forward. Break your goal into small steps. Do one thing today, then do one thing tomorrow. Keep the momentum going. Don't stop to doubt. Don't wait for motivation. Let your actions create the motivation. The more you do, the more energy you'll feel, and the more results you'll see. In the end, it's not what you think about that changes your life. It's what you do. Your thoughts shape your direction, but your actions shape your reality. So don't let fear, doubt, or perfection stop you. The path to success is built with small, imperfect actions, one step at a time, one task at a time, one day at a time. So stop thinking so much. Start doing. Start now. The life you want is waiting, but it won't come to you. You have to go get it. Lesson 6. Be that guy. In every room, in every team, in every group, there's always one person who stands out. Not because they talk the most, not because they show off, but because they act with purpose. They are focused, dependable, confident, and respectful. They don't follow the crowd. They lead by example. People trust them, respect them, and look up to them. That person, be that guy. Be the guy who shows up on time. In a world full of excuses and delays, being punctual is powerful. It shows you respect others and value your commitments. When you say you'll be there, be there. When you say you'll do something, do it. People notice these things. They may seem small, but they build your reputation. Over time, trust and respect follow. Be the guy who works hard without needing praise. You don't have to be loud to be great. Just be consistent. Do the work. Do it well. Even when no one is watching. Success doesn't come from talking about what you'll do. It comes from doing it again and again. Let your actions speak louder than your words. Be the guy who lifts others up. In every group, there are people who criticize, complain, or bring others down. Don't be like them. Be kind. Be helpful. Be the one who sees potential in others. Encourage your friends. Support your team. Celebrate other people's wins. When you lift others, you rise too. People remember those who made them feel stronger, not weaker. Be the guy who stays calm under pressure. Life gets hard. Deadlines get close. Problems appear. Don't panic. Don't blame. Stay focused. Think clearly. Be the rock that others can count on. It's not about being emotionless. It's about being in control. Leaders are not the loudest people in the room. They are the ones who stay calm when things go wrong. Be the guy who keeps learning. Never act like you know everything. Stay humble. Stay curious. Ask questions. Read. Listen. Grow. Knowledge is power, but only if you keep learning. The world is changing fast. Those who learn, adapt, and grow are the ones who win. Don't be afraid to admit you don't know. Be more afraid of staying the same. Be the guy who takes responsibility. When something goes wrong, don't blame others. Look at yourself first. Ask, what could I have done better? That mindset makes you powerful. People respect those who own their mistakes and fix them. Blaming is easy. Taking responsibility is rare and valuable. Be the guy who respects everyone. Not just the rich, not just the boss, everyone. Treat the cleaner the same way you treat the CEO. Speak kindly. Listen. Be fair. True character shows in how you treat people who can do nothing for you. Respect is earned by how you act, not by what you say. Be the guy who chases excellence. Not perfection, excellence. Do your best in everything you do. Whether it's school, work, health, or relationships. Give your full effort. Even in the small things. Excellence is a habit. Once you train yourself to give your best, it becomes who you are. Be the guy who doesn't quit. Life will test you. Things will go wrong. You will feel tired, lost, and disappointed. Keep going. Rest if you need, but don't give up. The people who succeed are not the lucky ones. They are the ones who didn't stop when it got hard. Be that guy. In the end, you don't need to impress anyone. You just need to be real, be disciplined, be kind, be focused, be brave, be humble. The world needs more people who lead by example, so start today. No matter where you are, no matter who you are, be that guy, the one who others respect, the one who makes a difference. Lesson 7. You versus you. Every day, the biggest battle you face is not against other people. It's not against your boss, your friends, or even your enemies. The real battle is you versus you. It's the fight between the part of you that wants to grow and the part that wants to stay the same. It's the fight between your dreams and your doubts, your goals and your laziness, your discipline and your excuses. Many people spend their lives comparing themselves to others. They look at someone who is richer, stronger, or more successful and feel small. But the truth is, the only person you need to beat is the person you were yesterday. If you keep improving, even a little bit each day, you are winning. Life is not a race against others. It's a journey of self-growth. The only competition that matters is between your past self and your present self. Sometimes you feel stuck. You feel like you are not moving forward. But when you look closer, it's often because you are standing in your own way. You let fear control your actions. You wait for motivation to start. You make excuses. You know what you should do, but you avoid it. Deep inside, you want more, but you don't push yourself. That's the battle. The voice inside that says, "You can do this," and the other voice that says, "It's too hard." You have to choose which voice to follow. Winning the battle of you versus you starts with honesty. You must look in the mirror and ask, "Am I really doing my best?" Not what others think, not what you say, but what you actually do. You must take responsibility for your life. No more blaming others. No more waiting for luck. No more saying someday. You are the one who controls your future. The only person who can stop you is you. This battle happens every day. It happens when your alarm rings in the morning. Will you hit snooze or get up? It happens when it's time to work. Will you focus or scroll your phone? It happens when you face a problem. Will you solve it or avoid it? These small decisions shape your life. Each time you choose the harder, better path, you grow stronger. Each time you give in to the easy way, you stay the same. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to try. You need to show up every day and fight. Some days you'll win. Some days you'll fall. That's okay. What matters is that you keep going. You learn from your mistakes. You stand up again. That's what growth looks like. And slowly, your old self becomes smaller, and your new self becomes stronger. Stop trying to impress others. Focus on improving yourself. Learn new things. Control your emotions. Get healthier. Be more disciplined. Be more focused. These are the things that truly matter. If you win the battle inside, everything outside becomes easier. Confidence grows. Energy increases. Life starts to change. But it all begins with one thing: you versus you. You already have the power inside you. You don't need permission. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to decide. Decide to become better than who you were yesterday. And do it again tomorrow. This is the way forward. This is the real success. Lesson 8. Work on your willpower. Willpower is your inner strength. It is the ability to do what is right, even when it is hard. It helps you wake up early, say no to bad habits, focus on work, and keep going when you feel tired. Without willpower, your goals stay just dreams. With it, you can turn your dreams into reality. Willpower is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Many people say they want to change. They want to be fit, rich, focused, and successful, but when it's time to act, they give up too soon. Why? Because they don't train their willpower. They wait to feel motivated. But motivation comes and goes. Willpower is stronger. It is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. But if you always take the easy way, it becomes weak. You don't need to be born with strong willpower. You can build it every day. Start small. Choose one thing to stick with. Maybe it's waking up 30 minutes earlier. Maybe it's cutting out sugar. Maybe it's studying for 1 hour without distractions. The goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to train your mind to say, I'll do this, no matter how I feel. That's how real change begins. There will always be temptations. Social media, junk food, laziness, procrastination. These things feel good in the moment, but they steal your time, energy, and progress. Willpower helps you say, no, I have bigger goals. Every time you resist the short-term pleasure, you gain long-term power. And each time you give in, your willpower becomes weaker. It's your choice. Every day, every moment. Self-discipline and willpower go hand in hand. Discipline is doing what you should, even when you don't feel like it. And willpower gives you the strength to keep going. Don't wait until you feel like doing something. Do it because it needs to be done. Successful people are not always more talented. They are simply more disciplined. They do the hard things first. They stay consistent. And they keep their promises to themselves. Sometimes you will feel tired. You will want to quit. You will wonder, why am I doing this? In those moments, remind yourself, this is where most people stop, but I won't. Push a little more. Do one more rep. Write one more sentence. Stay focused for 5 more minutes. These small wins matter. They train your mind to keep going, even when it's hard. Willpower is also about managing your energy. If you don't sleep well, eat well, or rest your mind, your willpower drops. Take care of your body and mind. Set clear goals. Avoid distractions. Build a daily routine. When your life has structure, willpower becomes easier to use. It's not about being perfect every day. It's about creating an environment where the right choices become natural. Surround yourself with people who support your goals. Stay away from those who pull you down or tempt you to quit. Willpower is easier when you are around people who push you forward. Also, remind yourself why you started. Keep your reason close. Your why gives your willpower meaning. When things get tough, look back at your goal and say, I'm doing this for my future. In the end, your life is shaped by your habits, and your habits are built by your willpower. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, your future becomes brighter. Every time you stay focused, your dreams come closer. Willpower is not a one-time decision. It is a daily practice. You don't always have to feel strong. You just have to act strong. One step at a time. So, work on your willpower, train it, protect it, use it. Because with strong willpower, nothing can stop you. Lesson 9. Comparison is killing you. Every time you compare your life to someone else's, you lose focus on your own. In today's world, Comparison is everywhere. You open social media and see someone who looks happier, richer, or more successful. You begin to feel like you're behind. You start to doubt yourself. You feel small, like you're not doing enough. This kind of thinking is dangerous. Comparison is killing you slowly, your confidence, your peace, your progress. The problem with comparison is that it's never fair. You're comparing your real life, with all its problems and struggles, to someone else's highlight reel. You don't see their failures, their bad days, or their private pain. You only see what they want you to see. So, when you compare, you're not comparing truth. You're comparing your full story to their best scenes. Of course, it will make you feel like you're losing, but you're not. Comparison makes you forget your own journey. It steals your joy and replaces it with jealousy. It makes you want someone else's success, even when you don't know what it took for them to get there. You stop appreciating your progress. You stop seeing your growth. And worst of all, you stop moving forward because your focus is not on your own path anymore. It's on theirs. You must understand that everyone moves at a different pace. Life is not a race. You are not late. You are not behind. You are just on your own timeline. Maybe someone else bought a car, got married, or started a business. That's great. For them. But that has nothing to do with you. Your journey is different. Your time will come, but only if you stay focused on your own lane. When you compare too much, you start chasing the wrong things. You buy things you can't afford to look successful. You set goals you don't care about just to fit in. You lose your true self trying to match others. That's not growth. That's pressure. And pressure leads to burnout, not happiness. The best way to fight comparison is to become deeply aware of your own values. What do you really want in life? What does success mean to you? Not your parents, not society, not your friends, but you. When you know your true goals, it becomes easier to block out the noise. You stop copying others. You start building your own path, and that's when real peace begins. You also need to practice gratitude. Every day, remind yourself of what you have: health, time, freedom, talent. These are blessings. Don't ignore them just because someone else has more money or more followers. Gratitude helps you see the value in your own life. And when you feel grateful, comparison loses its power. Another way to stop comparing is to limit your time on social media. The more you scroll, the more you compare. If it doesn't help you grow, maybe it's time to take a break. Use that time to improve your skills, work on your dreams, or just rest your mind. Don't let fake pictures steal your real happiness. Finally, remember this: you are not in competition with anyone else. The only person you need to beat is the person you were yesterday. Focus on becoming better. Learn more. Do more. Grow more. Celebrate your own progress, even if it's small. Life is not about being better than others. It's about being better than your past self. So stop looking at others. Start looking at yourself. You are enough. Your journey is valid. Your progress matters. And your future is in your hands, not theirs. Lesson 10. Don't take advice from those who haven't done it. Advice is everywhere. People love to give their opinion about your life, your choices, and your future. But here's something important you must remember. Don't take advice from those who haven't done it themselves. If someone hasn't walked the path you want to walk, They don't truly understand what it takes. Their advice might come from fear, not experience. And if you follow it, you might end up stuck, lost, or even broken. Everyone has an opinion, but not all opinions are valuable. If someone has never started a business, how can they tell you how to build one? If they've never chased a dream, how can they guide you through the fear and failure that comes with it? They might mean well. They might want to protect you. But their advice is limited. It comes from what they imagine, not what they've lived. Many dreams die because someone listened to the wrong voice. A teacher said, "You're not smart enough." A friend said, "It's too risky." A family member said, "Be realistic." And people believed it. They gave up before they even tried. But what if they had listened to someone who actually did it? Someone who failed, learned, and succeeded? Their life might look very different now. You need to be careful with your circle. Don't let small-minded people give you small dreams. Surround yourself with people who think big, act bold, and speak from experience. These are the people who can guide you, not with fear, but with wisdom. They know the struggle, they know the process, and they can show you the way, not just tell you. It's also important to remember that not all criticism is bad. Some advice is helpful, even if it's hard to hear. But again, look at the source. Is this person living a life you admire? Do they have the results you want? If not, take their words lightly. Respect them, but don't follow them. Your dreams are too important to risk on weak advice. When you take advice from the wrong people, you become afraid. You start to doubt yourself. You shrink your dreams to make others comfortable. That's not how greatness is built. Greatness comes from courage, action, and learning from those who've been there. It comes from following mentors, reading real stories, and trusting your own experience over empty talk. Also, be strong enough to trust your own voice. You don't need everyone to agree with you. You don't need permission to chase your goals. Your path is yours. Others may not understand it, and that's okay. Some of the most successful people were told they were crazy, wrong, or foolish. But they didn't stop. They didn't let fear talk them out of their purpose, and neither should you. If someone gives you advice, ask yourself, have they done it? Do they know what it feels like? Are they living proof? If the answer is no, smile, say thank you, and move on. You don't need to argue. You just need to stay focused on your path. Learn from people who've done what you want to do. Study their stories. Watch how they think, how they act, and how they keep going. Real advice is action-based, not theory. It's honest, not perfect. It gives you tools, not fear. At the end of the day, this is your life, your future, your dream. Be wise with who you listen to. Be bold in who you follow. And be strong enough to walk alone if you must, until you find the right voices to walk with you. Lesson 11. Pick yourself. In life, there will be many times when no one chooses you. You might not be selected for a job, a team, a project, or even by the people you love. This can hurt. It can make you feel unimportant or not good enough. But here is the truth. You don't need someone else to pick you. You must pick yourself. Always. That is where real power begins. Waiting for approval is a trap. It keeps you small. It makes you dependent on others to tell you what you're worth. You begin to think you need permission to start, to try, or to shine. But you don't. The world will not always open the door for you. Sometimes you have to build your own door. Sometimes you have to say to yourself, I am enough. I am ready. I choose me. Picking yourself means trusting your own abilities, even when others doubt you. It means believing in your own dreams, even when they sound crazy to others. It means taking action, even when you're scared. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need to begin. Many successful people started alone. They didn't wait for someone to discover them. They discovered themselves. You may feel like you are not special, but that's not true. You have something unique inside you, your voice, your ideas, your experiences. The only way to bring them to life is by picking yourself. Don't wait for a big opportunity. Create a small one. Don't wait for someone to call you talented. Start learning and prove it to yourself. Action leads to confidence. Confidence leads to more action. There will always be critics. There will always be people who think you're not ready. If you listen to them, you will stay stuck forever. The longer you wait to be picked, the longer you will feel powerless. But once you make the decision to pick yourself, everything starts to change. You become the leader of your own journey. You no longer chase approval. You create results. Picking yourself doesn't mean you will win instantly. It means you are ready to try, fail, learn, and grow. It means you stop blaming others for your situation. You take control. You stop thinking, I wish someone would give me a chance, and start thinking, I will give myself a chance. That shift in thinking will change your life. The truth is, the world often rewards the bold. When you pick yourself, you show boldness. You tell the world, I'm not here to wait. I'm here to act. People notice that. Opportunities start to show up, not because you waited, but because you worked. Confidence is attractive. Effort is powerful. Choosing yourself is the first step toward both. Picking yourself is not about ego. It's not about thinking you are better than everyone. It's about taking responsibility for your future. You may not have all the tools yet. You may not have the support. But you do have yourself, and that's enough to begin. You don't need someone else to say, go. You can say it to yourself. You don't need a green light from the world. You are the green light. The sooner you realize that, the sooner you'll start to make progress. So from today, stop waiting. Don't wait for someone to see your talent, approve your plan, or tell you that you're worthy. Say it to yourself. I see my worth. I believe in my dream. I pick me. Lesson 12. No risk, no story. Life becomes meaningful when you take risks. Without risk, there is no growth, no challenge, no excitement. Without risk, your life becomes safe, but small. You wake up, do the same thing every day, and slowly lose the energy to dream. But when you take a risk, even a small one, something inside you wakes up. No risk, no story. It's that simple. Every great story you've ever heard came from someone who took a risk. They left their comfort zone. They tried something new. They failed and got back up. Their life became a story worth telling because they chose to do something that scared them. They didn't let fear stop them. They acted in spite of fear. That is what makes a person grow. Taking risks doesn't mean being careless. It means stepping into the unknown even when the outcome isn't guaranteed. It means choosing progress over comfort. If you want to live a life that excites you, you have to take chances. You have to try the new job, start the business, ask the question, move to the new city, speak up, show up, and be brave. People often wait for the right time to take a risk, but the right time rarely comes. Conditions will never be perfect. There will always be a reason to wait, to hesitate, to delay. But if you keep waiting, life will pass you by. The only way to grow is to jump, even if you're scared. Fear is normal, but regret is worse. When you take a risk, you might fail. That's okay. Failure is not the end. It's part of the process. Every failure teaches you something. Every risk you take builds your strength. You learn what works, what doesn't, and what you're truly capable of. Each risk, win or lose, makes your story deeper and richer. Without risks, your life becomes predictable. And predictability is comfortable, but it's not inspiring. You can play it safe for years and still feel unhappy. Why? Because you know deep down that you were made for more. You were made to challenge yourself, to learn, to change, to do things that matter. That only happens when you're brave enough to take a risk. You don't have to start with big risks. Start small. Speak when you usually stay quiet. Apply for something even if you think you're not ready. Try a new skill. Talk to new people. Every small risk builds your courage. And soon, you'll be strong enough to take bigger steps. The best parts of life come after the risk. Love, success, freedom, purpose. All these things require you to be uncomfortable for a moment. But that moment of fear is worth a lifetime of meaning. The pain of discipline or failure is always better than the pain of regret. When you take a chance, you create a possibility. And that's how your story begins. Your future depends on your choices. Safe choices lead to the same results. Bold choices lead to transformation. You will never know your full power until you take a risk. So don't let fear hold you back. Don't let comfort keep you small. If you want a life worth remembering, you have to do something worth remembering. So today, ask yourself, what risk are you avoiding? What step could change your life? What would your story be if you were just 10% braver? Then do it. Take the step. Make the move. Write your story. Because no risk means no story, and you were born to live a story worth telling. Lesson 13. The clock is ticking. Time is the one thing you can never get back. No matter how rich or poor you are, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. But the truth is, we don't treat time like it's precious. We waste hours doing things that don't help us grow. We delay, we scroll, we wait for the perfect moment. But while we do that, the clock keeps ticking. And once time is gone, it's gone forever. You must understand that every minute you have is a gift. You don't know how many days you have left in this life. Nobody does. But we act like we're going to live forever. We make plans for someday. We tell ourselves we'll start tomorrow, next week, or next year. But what if tomorrow never comes? What if next year looks completely different? The truth is, you don't have unlimited time. That's why you must use the time you have wisely. Think about what you're doing today. Does it move you closer to your goals, or are you just passing time? Because time is not meant to be passed. It's meant to be used. Every day you waste is a day you can't get back. That should scare you, but it should also motivate you. If the clock is ticking, that means you still have time. You still have a chance to make something of your life. People who understand the value of time are the ones who succeed. They know that time is more valuable than money. You can lose money and earn it back, but you can never earn back lost time. That's why smart people treat every hour like gold. They plan their days. They avoid distractions. They say no to things that waste their time. They are focused, not because they're lucky, but because they understand that time is always running out. If you want to change your life, start respecting your time. Stop giving it away so easily. Don't waste hours watching others live their lives while you forget to live your own. Don't spend your best years doing things that don't matter to you. Use your time to grow, to learn, to build, to help, and to live with meaning. Time is silent, but powerful. It won't warn you before it's gone. It won't give you a second chance. The days will pass whether you use them or not. The clock doesn't stop for anyone. So stop waiting. Stop delaying. Take action now. The more you wait, the harder it gets. The more time you waste, the more you'll regret it later. One day, you'll look back at your life, and you'll ask yourself, did I make the most of my time? Make sure the answer is yes. Make sure you can look back and feel proud that you used your time with purpose. You may not control how much time you have, but you do control how you use it. So remember, the clock is ticking. Don't let it tick while you sit still. Let it tick while you move forward, while you grow, and while you live. You still have time. Don't waste it. Lesson 14. Nobody cares, and that's your greatest power. This lesson might sound harsh, but it's actually one of the most freeing truths you'll ever hear. Nobody cares. Most people are not thinking about you. They're thinking about themselves. They don't care about your mistakes, your fears, or your doubts. And that's not a bad thing. It's actually your greatest power. When you realize that nobody is watching you as closely as you think, you stop being afraid. You stop worrying about what others will say. You stop trying to please everyone. You stop trying to be perfect. That's when real growth begins. That's when you give yourself permission to try, to fail, and to try again. Because nobody cares. You are free to be bold. Too many people are afraid to start something because they think others will laugh, judge, or criticize. But most people are too busy with their own problems to care about yours. The people who might judge you, they'll forget about it tomorrow. The people who truly care about you, they'll support you no matter what. So stop holding back. You're not here to impress the world. You're here to live your truth. Think about it. How many times have you seen someone try something and fail? You may have noticed it for a moment, but then you moved on with your life. That's what everyone else does too. We all think people are watching us, but they're not. They're watching themselves. That means you're free to focus on your journey, not their opinions. When you accept that nobody cares, you take back control. You stop waiting for validation. You stop needing approval. You stop asking for permission. You start doing what matters to you. You make your own path, even if others don't understand it. That kind of freedom is powerful. It gives you strength and focus. This doesn't mean you should be careless or rude. It means you should stop letting fear of judgment stop you. Your life belongs to you. The more you care about what others think, the less you live for yourself. And when you live for others, you become unhappy, confused, and weak. But when you live for your values, your goals, and your purpose, you become strong. The truth is, the people who succeed in life are not the ones who care the most about others' opinions. They're the ones who dare to act despite those opinions. They know people will talk no matter what, so they keep moving forward. They don't stop for fear or shame. They understand the secret. Most people don't care, and that's okay. Nobody cares how slow you go. Nobody cares how many times you fail. Nobody cares about your past. What matters is what you do now. Use this truth as power. Let it push you to take action. Let it remind you that you're not here to be perfect. You're here to be real, to grow, and to become better. Once you stop fearing judgment, your life opens up. You'll try new things. You'll take more chances. You'll speak more honestly. You'll chase your dreams. And when you do that, you'll feel something amazing. Peace. Peace that comes from knowing you're finally living for you. So remember this, nobody cares, and that's your greatest power. Use it. Set yourself free. Go live your life. Lesson 15. Why not now? One of the biggest reasons people don't change their lives is because they keep saying, "I'll do it later." They wait for a better time, a better chance, or a better mood. But the truth is, there is no perfect time. The perfect moment never arrives on its own. If you want something, you must start now. Asking yourself, "Why not now?" is the key to breaking free from procrastination and fear. Waiting for tomorrow is a habit that steals your dreams. It feels safe to stay where you are, but staying still means you lose time. Every day you wait, the opportunity gets smaller. Your goals don't wait for you. They keep moving forward, with or without you. The only way to catch up is to start now. Fear often makes us hesitate. We fear failure, rejection, or embarrassment. But the longer you wait, the bigger those fears grow. When you start now, even if it's small, you reduce fear. Action gives you power. It teaches you lessons you can't learn by waiting. Even mistakes help you grow when you take the first step. You don't need to have everything figured out before you begin. No one does. Waiting to be ready means you might wait forever. The only way to get ready is to start doing. As you move, you will learn, improve, and adjust. The road becomes clearer when you walk on it. Asking, "Why not now?" reminds you that time is limited. Every moment you spend thinking about what to do without acting is a moment lost. Your life will only change if you take control of time. You decide whether to use it wisely or waste it. The power to change is in your hands, but only if you say, "Now is the time." It's normal to feel doubt. But don't let doubt stop you. Doubt is just a feeling, not a fact. Feelings change, actions last. When you act, you build confidence and courage. Every small step forward is a victory over fear and hesitation. Also, starting now does not mean you must finish everything today. It means beginning the process. Write the first word, make the first call, learn the first lesson. Small starts lead to big changes. The secret is to start before you feel ready. People who succeed don't wait for the right moment. They create their moments by acting now. They don't give power to fear or delay. They take control of their lives by saying, "Why not now?" So, next time you feel the urge to wait, ask yourself, why not now? Why put off your dreams another day? Why wait to be happy, healthy, or successful? The answer is simple. There is no good reason. Start now. Your future self will thank you for it. Lesson 16. If you don't like your life, create a new version. Sometimes life feels stuck. You don't like where you are, what you do, or how you feel. That's okay. It happens to everyone. But the good news is, you can create a new version of your life. You don't have to stay unhappy or stuck forever. You have the power to change your story. The first step is to believe that change is possible. Many people think they are trapped by their circumstances. They believe their past, their job, or their mistakes define them. But that is not true. Your life is like a blank page. You are the author. You can write a new story anytime you want. Creating a new version of your life does not mean you erase everything. It means you learn from your past and choose a better path. It means deciding what you want and taking steps to get there. It means letting go of things that hold you back and building habits that move you forward. Change starts with small choices. It could be choosing to wake up earlier, eating healthier, learning a new skill, or meeting new people. These small actions add up and slowly transform your life. You don't need to make big changes overnight. Consistency over time creates the biggest results. Sometimes people wait for motivation to strike before they act, but motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes. The key is to start even when you don't feel motivated. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. When you do something positive, you feel better. That feeling pushes you to keep going. Don't be afraid to dream big. Your new life can be as great as you imagine. But don't stop at dreaming. Turn your dreams into goals. Write them down. Make a plan. Break your goals into simple steps. Then work on those steps every day. You will face challenges on this path. Change is not always easy. Old habits, fears, and doubts will try to pull you back. But remember, every person who changed their life faced obstacles. What made the difference was their decision to keep moving forward, no matter what. Also, remember to be kind to yourself. Change takes time. You will make mistakes. You will feel tired or frustrated. That is normal. What matters is that you don't give up. Each day is a new chance to try again, to grow, and to build the life you want. Your life is your creation. You don't have to accept things as they are. You don't have to live someone else's version of success or happiness. You get to create your own. You get to choose what matters to you and build it step by step. So if you don't like your life, don't complain or wait for things to get better by chance. Take control. Decide today that you will create a new version of your life. Dream bigger, act smarter, and be patient with yourself. The life you want is waiting for you to build it. Lesson 17. Expectations. The prison of dreams. Expectations are like invisible chains that can trap us. They are ideas we create about how life should be, how others should act, or how our dreams should turn out. When we hold on too tightly to these expectations, we often end up feeling trapped, disappointed, or frustrated. Understanding how expectations can limit us is key to living a happier and freer life. Expectations come from many places: family, friends, society, and even ourselves. We expect to get a certain job, to have a certain lifestyle, or to be treated in a certain way. But life doesn't always follow our plans. When things don't meet our expectations, we feel upset. We blame others or ourselves. This pain often stops us from moving forward. The problem with expectations is that they are fixed ideas about the future. But life is always changing, unpredictable, and full of surprises. When you hold on to strict expectations, you ignore reality. You refuse to accept what is. This causes stress and unhappiness because reality rarely matches your perfect plan. Expectations also stop us from enjoying what we already have. Instead of being grateful for today, we focus on what is missing. We compare our life to an ideal picture and feel we don't measure up. This creates sadness and dissatisfaction. More importantly, expectations can block your dreams. You may dream of success, happiness, or love, but if your expectations about how these should happen are too narrow or rigid, you limit yourself. You may miss opportunities because they don't fit your plan. You may give up too soon because things didn't happen the right way. Freedom comes when you learn to let go of expectations. This doesn't mean you stop dreaming or hoping. It means you accept life as it is and remain open to different outcomes. You work hard and do your best, but you don't tie your happiness to a specific result. This flexibility allows you to adapt, learn, and grow. When you release expectations, you also stop depending on others to meet your needs. You stop expecting people to behave in certain ways. This reduces conflict and disappointment. You take responsibility for your own feelings and happiness. Living without rigid expectations helps you focus on the present moment. You become more aware of the small joys, lessons, and progress you make every day. This mindset leads to peace and resilience. That said, it's okay to have goals and wishes, but remember, the path to those goals may not be perfect or easy. If you expect smooth roads, you'll be disappointed by bumps. If you expect certain people to support you, you might feel hurt if they don't. Instead, prepare your mind to accept challenges and surprises as part of the journey. In the end, expectations can be a prison that stops your dreams from growing. But when you learn to be flexible, patient, and open, your dreams can take new shapes you never imagined. You free yourself to explore, create, and live fully. So question your expectations, free yourself from their limits, and watch how your life and dreams expand. Lesson 18. Your pain is your power, only if you stop hiding it. Pain is something everyone experiences. It can be physical, emotional, or mental. Many people try to hide their pain because they think it's a sign of weakness or failure, but pain, when faced honestly, can become one of your greatest sources of power and growth. Pain tells a story. It shows where you have struggled, where you have been hurt, and where you need healing. When you hide your pain, you hide an important part of yourself. You pretend everything is okay, but inside, the pain grows. It affects your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. Hiding pain can feel like protection. You may worry about being judged or rejected. You may want to seem strong to others or even to yourself. But the truth is, hiding pain only makes it harder to heal. It isolates you and makes you feel alone. The first step to turning pain into power is to stop hiding it. This doesn't mean you have to share everything with everyone. It means you need to be honest with yourself about your feelings. Accept that pain is a natural part of life. Allow yourself to feel it without shame or fear. When you face your pain, you start to understand it. You see what caused it and how it affects you. This awareness gives you control. You can decide how to respond instead of being controlled by pain. Pain can teach you important lessons. It can show you what matters most. It can make you stronger, more compassionate, and wiser. People who have faced their pain often develop resilience, the ability to recover and keep moving forward even after hard times. Using your pain as power means transforming it into motivation. Instead of letting pain stop you, use it to push you. Let your struggles inspire you to grow, to help others, or to create positive change in your life. Many successful people say their pain was the fuel for their success. They used their past difficulties as reasons to work harder and reach higher. They didn't hide their pain. They learned from it and let it guide them. Remember, being vulnerable is not weakness. It is a sign of courage. When you allow yourself to be real and open about your pain, you connect with others in deeper ways. You find support and understanding. You become stronger. So don't bury your pain. Don't run from it. Face it with honesty and kindness. Use it to find your inner power. Stop hiding your pain, and you will discover that it can be your greatest strength. Lesson 19. Starve your distractions. Feed your focus. In today's world, distractions are everywhere, from phones and social media to noisy environments and endless notifications. Distractions steal our attention and energy. If you want to succeed and live a meaningful life, you must learn to starve your distractions and feed your focus. This means choosing what deserves your attention and cutting out what doesn't. Distractions are like junk food for your mind. They may feel good for a short time, but they leave you tired, confused, and unproductive. When you give in to distractions, you lose time and slow down your progress. Your goals become distant, and your dreams fade because you don't give them the attention they need. Focus is the opposite of distraction. Focus is like healthy food for your mind. It gives you energy, clarity, and power. When you focus, you work better, learn faster, and create more. Focus allows you to use your time wisely and move closer to your goals every day. Starving your distractions starts with awareness. You need to notice what takes your attention away from important tasks. It might be scrolling on your phone, watching too much TV, or chatting too long. Once you see your distractions clearly, you can decide to reduce or remove them. One way to feed your focus is to create an environment that supports concentration. This could mean turning off notifications, organizing your workspace, or setting specific times for focused work without interruptions. When your surroundings help you focus, your mind will follow. Another important step is to set clear goals and priorities. When you know what matters most, it becomes easier to say no to distractions. Your goals act like a compass, guiding your attention toward what truly counts. Without clear goals, it is easy to get lost in useless activities. Discipline is key. Focus is not always easy. Your mind may want to wander, and distractions may call loudly. But if you practice self-control daily, focus will become a habit. Start with small periods of focus and gradually increase them. Over time, your brain will learn to concentrate better. Remember, not all distractions are bad. Sometimes rest and fun are necessary for a balanced life. The challenge is to balance leisure with work, to enjoy breaks without letting them take over. When you control distractions, you control your time and your life. Feeding your focus also means taking care of your body and mind. Sleep well, eat healthy, exercise, and practice mindfulness. A strong and calm mind can focus longer and resist distractions better. When you feel good, your focus improves naturally. In the end, Starving distractions and feeding focus is about respect for your time and dreams. Every moment you spend focused is a step forward. Every moment lost to distraction is a step back. Choose to protect your focus like a treasure, and your life will reflect that care. Lesson 20. Life doesn't owe you anything, so fight for everything. One of the hardest truths to accept is that life doesn't owe you anything. No one is guaranteed success, happiness, or comfort just because they want it. The world doesn't pause for your plans or give you special treatment. If you want something, you must fight for it. Understanding this truth can be freeing. It means you are responsible for your life. No one else will make your dreams come true or solve your problems for you. This reality gives you power because you control your actions and choices. Fighting for everything does not mean being aggressive or selfish. It means working hard, being persistent, and not giving up when things get tough. It means showing up every day, ready to take action, learn, and improve. Life rewards those who try and refuse to quit. Many people wait for opportunities to come to them or for luck to change their situation. But waiting wastes precious time. Opportunities are created by those who are willing to work for them. Waiting can become an excuse for fear or laziness. Fighting for your life also means taking risks. If you want to change your situation, you must be willing to face uncertainty. Staying in your comfort zone feels safe but keeps you stuck. Growth comes from challenges, failures, and pushing through discomfort. Sometimes, life will feel unfair. You may face obstacles that seem too big or people who don't support you. But complaining or blaming won't solve anything. Fighting means focusing on what you can control: your attitude, your effort, and your choices. It is important to have a clear purpose. When you know why you fight, you gain strength. Your purpose gives meaning to your struggles and fuels your motivation. Without purpose, it is easy to give up when things get hard. Also, fighting for your life requires patience. Success rarely happens overnight. It is built step by step through daily effort and resilience. There will be setbacks, but each setback is a chance to learn and become stronger. Remember, fighting for everything is not about winning at others' expense. It is about believing in yourself and your dreams enough to keep trying. It is about respect for your time, your talent, and your potential. When you accept that life owes you nothing, you stop feeling like a victim. You become a warrior for your own life. This mindset shifts your energy from waiting to doing, from wishing to acting. In conclusion, life is a battle for your dreams. You won't get what you want by waiting or hoping. You get it by fighting, learning, and growing. So, stand up, be ready, and fight for everything you want. Your life depends on it. And so, we've reached the end of our transformative journey through Don't Waste Your Life. From understanding that time is your life to realizing that life doesn't owe you anything, so fight for everything, we've explored 20 powerful lessons designed to awaken your potential and empower you to live with purpose. We've learned to stop blaming and start building, to escape our comfort zones, and to confront the biggest lie we tell ourselves: I'll do it later. We've discovered the strength in working on our willpower and the freedom in knowing that nobody cares, and that's your greatest power. Each chapter has been a stepping stone, urging you to pick yourself, to embrace risk, and to ask, why not now? Remember, these aren't just concepts to listen to. They are principles to live by. The true power of these lessons lies in their application. Take what you've learned about intentionality, focus, and resilience, and apply it to every aspect of your life, including your English learning journey. Use the vocabulary you've heard, practice the phrases, and keep pushing beyond your comfort zone. Thank you for joining us on Read and Learn English for this incredibly inspiring series. We hope these words have resonated with you, provided clarity, and ignited a fire within. Don't let this be the end of the lesson, but the beginning of a new chapter in your life. A chapter where every moment is an investment, every challenge an opportunity, and every day a step towards the incredible person you are meant to be. If this series has helped you, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more valuable content, and share your biggest takeaway from Don't Waste Your Life in the comments below. Your journey of growth, both in life and in English, continues now. Keep reading, keep learning, and most important,